Today we are going to discuss the second way of creating thread. In the previous lecture we have implemented thread using extended thread class, but now we are going to discuss the process of thread creation using runnable interface. So the process is very simple, and you can think of there is a class tst thread that implements runnable, and under that we write public void run system.out.println test thread 1 is running. So actually if you compare the first approach, we write here, that is, in case of the first approach we write after the class name extends thread class, but now we write after the class name implements runnable, and then the actual implementation of the thread is written in the public void run, and then we have to create a new class, that is public class tst thread 1, and under public static void main we should create thread object of the class that implements runnable interface, that is tst thread implements runnable. So the class name is tst thread, so we are creating tst thread th2 equal to new tst thread, and then we write thread t1 equal to new thread, then the object of the class that implements runnable, and then we write t1.start. One thing in this example, you can be very sure that first thing you should implement runnable interface as per your class, and then you write public void run, and the body of run will be the actual task of the thread, and in the next section you should create the object of the class that implements runnable interface. Next, you must create thread class object, and in the constructor of the thread class you should pass the reference or the object of the class that implements runnable methods. Here you can see that thread t1 is the object of thread class, and th2 is the object of the io class that implements runnable interface, and t1.start is right after thread t1 equal to new thread th2. So after t1.start, your actual job of the thread is running, because there is a concept that when we write t1.start, it will invoke the run method previously said, and obviously you can think of, if we are not passing the argument th2, that is the thread class object created by me that implements runnable interface. So if I am not passing this th2, that is the interface, that is the object variable of the thread class created by me, t1.start will execute, but there will be no method as public void run, because the public void run is defined in the thread class and we are overriding the public void run method. So to invoke the public void run of our method that is already written in the thread class, we have to pass the object of thread class into of thread class that is created by me, that implements runnable, is passed into the original thread class, and then you can write t1.start. Now we are going to run the thread class that implements runnable interface. To do that, you have to write javac tstthread1.java and give the enter. It is compiles fine. Then you execute that and it is thread1 running as per the written code. So this is the tstthread1.java class, and obviously tstthread1.java that implements a runnable interface and produce a thread that will print tstthread1 is running.